Perfect. Perfect.
Welcome back, reality check.
We back in there. Yes, live studio audience. You know what I mean? Yes. Love. We back today. As you can see, we have a very special guest. You know what I mean?
What's
the one and only man of many talents, as we're gonna discuss. You know what I mean? Man of multiple different trades, man of much intelligence, Dryz. You know what I mean? We've actually done a song together, so I'm gonna play the song so y'all can get a sneak peek.
It was hard to find, wanna be a man to find that. Got too many things I gotta do, you know I grind that. Told my mama that I'm thankful for her love divine that. Cause of that, you know my homies popping off like wine cats. I don't even need to shoot for stars, I've been a shine shack. Ray Lewis, all my brothers, we gon' push the line back. And I'm priceless, baby, you can never see a price.
Tap in, cause y'all is sleeping. Y'all is sleeping. But yes, we gonna get a lot of discussion going today. We actually, like, off camera while you were upstairs, we all were like talking about like different like shows and hip hop and stuff like that. We might circle back to them because that was like a heated discussion, you know what I mean? But just to get started, my man Dryz, who are you? What are your passions? You know what I mean? Just give us a little sense of what you do.
Well, first and foremost, my passions are music and creating, right? I just like to create whatever it is. Like, if I could use my hands, if I can use my head and make a plan, you know, put some work in towards it, that's what I feel alive doing. And I just do that.
Fact, I'm literally, the way that you described it, I'm the same way. I'm the same way, like making stuff with my hands, specifically. Like I went to design school for that reason, you know what I mean? So I was gonna ask you, being an artist, Dryz, you forgot, go tap in. But being an artist, like how do you feel the environment in Vancouver? Because we're from Vancouver, you know what I mean? How do you feel like the music scene is down here?
If I'm speaking honestly, bro,
yes, that's all we do. That's all we do, honesty.
I don't really like the scene out here, bro. Like,
tell them.
Talent. There's so much talent because I personally know so many people that do music. So many people who could potentially get views and their stuff could blow up, but it's just there's no connections, bro. Nobody's down to like let their pride down and work with each other. That's from what I've seen, bro. I've been out here trying to make connections and whatnot, but a lot of the time there's a hierarchy to it in Vancouver, and I get it, cause in Vancouver it's like a big shark, small fish city, bro.
Yeah,
you know, there's a go-getter city, bro. And there's different parts of the city. It's vast, it's huge, bro. And it's not as densely populated as other places, right? So, I don't know. But if there's one thing that I could improve, it would be like the networking and working with people and like, you know, making music happen organically. That would be one thing I'll work on. But other than that, like, there is talent out here, bro.
There is.
And within the next few years, you could see Vancouver blowing up for music for sure.
Definitely facts. I can see that for.
I personally just don't like the mentality, because I said this like plenty of times. I feel like it's a very like every man for themselves type of mentality, and it's very bandwagony too. Like very bandwagon. Like literally, you could see a man with or an artist, whoever, with umpteen level of talent, and you can know that for a fact, but until you see somebody else supporting first, you're not gonna do nothing.
Which is, bro,
you're not gonna do anything, bro. I've seen it happen where it's like,
that's so frustrating,
where somebody, bro,
so many other fields as well,
bro, it's ridiculous. Like I've literally seen like people start to blow up once they get a fan base, because then my day one, I never see you comment on nobody's post.
And for the artist, bro, that's so weird. Like, how do you expect me to be like, okay, I support my fans from day one? You were like, oh, like, you know, people see that type of movement. Like you would support when it was really convenient to support it, and not convenient when it was not. So
Yeah.
the people pick and choose. So as an artist, it's weird for those people to come back and be like, oh, go do this for this guy, go do that, because it's like, what am I supposed to do with that, bro?
Well, one thing, and y'all know this, we've said this before, but keep the same energy.
Yo, that's one of my mottos, man.
Energy. And like, well, when we said that, we now, Zay, we say that all the time.
Yes.
Now, like in our everyday lives, or we see examples of this, and we're just like, yeah, they ain't keeping the same energy.
Yes.
And it's just the same thing. You see it like time and time again, where it's just like, even in this scenario, in this case, it's just like the real ones. It's such a close circle. And then when you blow up, you hear people you've never even seen in years being like, oh, I know you did da. This my day one homie popped off. Like, what?
You'll have that, but then you'll have the real entitled people who are like, they'll ask you for stuff now as if they've been supporting the whole time. And then if you say no, they'll be like, you switched. Ooh.
Yeah, that's
Like, wow, bro.
That's the biggest one, bro, for me, because it's like, of course, people be like, you changed.
Yeah.
I'm be like, no. You're supposed to.
Wow, bro.
Like, with progress, it's gonna bring change. That's why you're doing it. Like, if you're not changing, what are you doing?
so.
Realistically.
I was listening to a pod. I think her name is Sarah Marie, and her thing is challenge, change, and complexity is what makes us human. And the moment we actually accept those things as she calls them the big C's, we accept those big C's as a part of just being alive and being human. You skip the part where you're like, oh, I don't want to really change here, or I don't want to, this is how I am, this is just me. Or it's like, oh, this is a very complex situation, and you back down from it because it's too hard, for example. Or this is a challenging situation, or this is a challenging circumstance. It's like breathing air. Once you accept that as like a byproduct of being human, you skip that entirely and you're like, okay, what's my takeaway from this situation? That's hard, that's challenging, that's complexing, that's changing me. And how am I going to allow that to change me? So now you're not focusing on resistance, but you're focusing on how you're going to tell that narrative of the story that you're going through.
I literally, it's funny too, because I heard Meek Mill was on a podcast and he said the same. Well, I think it was an interview, and he said, he's like, people will ask me something and then I say no, and then they say you switched up or say I changed, and he's like, but when I didn't have money, you never asked me for anything, so technically you changed. And I was like, wow, bro. Wow, but that's facts. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts.
And another thing is, you can't really blame people, bro, because I feel like, let's say you get to a level, think about it, you're at the level those people are like, you're talking about Meek Mill, like TJ, well, whoever's on the top of the game right now. You get to the level that those people are at, it's a completely different reality you're living.
You're right.
Right? Like, you talk about, they can't understand. I can't even begin to understand what their lifestyle is like compared to like my average lifestyle, Like, you can't compare that. That's at the same time, you're like, there's no point arguing. There's no point, like,
because they can't even comprehend it.
You can't, bro. And exactly the same as at the same time, it's vice versa. Like, they can't really go back to that because they've already been there, right? And they've been here. Why would they go back? So if they go back to that, they have a harder time coping with that. So vice versa, it's the same one.
At least if you don't have like empathy or like the capability to like actually try to see from other people's perspectives. Because I know a lot of people who like, if they're one of the people who are like, oh, I'm gonna ask for something because this is my day one or whatever, and then you get shut down, like, some people would have the presence of mind to be like, oh, there's probably other stuff going on or whatever, or like just respect the decision. But then there's a lot of people who would just feel entitled or whatever, but they just don't have like the presence of mind or even just like the desire to try to understand somebody being in a different like place mentally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
can't even.
People are at different levels.
You know what I just thought about when you said that is like people who try, like I mean, like genuinely try
Yeah.
to be better at anything, any one thing. It could be one thing on that road to trying. They learn the exact same thing that somebody else in a completely different field is going after in their own way.
Yeah.
It's principles applied. It's the road of mastery, right? It's trial and error. It's growth. But if no one's in that frame of mind of actually trying, how will they relate to a mind that's constantly growing?
Damn. That's why me and you get along so well, because me and you are in completely different spheres, but we're doing the same thing.
Perfect example.
Even like G was talking about earlier off camera about like just doing like an honest day's work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bro, I feel like this culture doesn't know about that. They don't know about that, bro. Like even bro, oh my days, dude. This is a subject that just pisses me off. Like, but it's not everywhere, but it's particularly in like Western culture, specifically on like social media heavy play, like LA and like there is this culture / idea / notion almost looking down on people who like settle for an honest day's job.
Yes.
Like if they're happy doing that, it's like that's bad.
And J. Cole said this. J. Cole was like, man, I almost envy the people that are able to just
Yes.
live a life. Just go
That's
in
that. That's
day
that.
in, day out, and actually like be happy. It's like I just wanted this. Like this was just what my ambition was. And if your ambition is to have a job that's, you know, you have your house and you have your family and you're living a simple life, all the power to you. Like I'm envious of that. Like I'm almost like jealous of that.
Yes, bro.
And it's just like that opened my eyes to be like everybody is different in every like sphere of life, and what they want does or shouldn't be compared to someone else's goal and dream. And like Kobe talked about this, it's like the mama mentality is for everybody. Mama mentality is for everyone. Like he talks about the box, like his box, him speaking was like, my box is basketball, and I wanted to be the best player in the NBA in basketball. I wanted to be the best basketball. That's my box. But your box could be entirely different. Your box could be music. Your box could be art. Your box could be speaking. Your box could be I'm showing up just for your family in a big way, or small things that you do for your friends. Like that's your box. You have this thing about you that everyone knows that it's you. That's your box. But you maximize that box to the best of your ability. That's mama mentality.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So word.